Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video on the ProtoTech server. Yep, I'm here again. It has been a long time since I've been on this server, at least making a video. And so yeah, what am I working on and what's going on with this server? So, while I work on marking out some stuff for some end farms here, basically I have been off and on with this server for quite some time, and yeah, it's just been kind of a rough play time for me. At least I've been having a little bit of issues, feeling like I have projects to do, but now I've kind of figured out what's going on as things are starting to get going again. So yeah, that is the first thing. And the second thing is that, of course, with 114 coming out and 113 coming out, this server wasn't on my top priorities, but now that has changed. This is definitely one of my top priorities. And yeah, so I might as well explain what I'm doing right now. The XPG thing, or this end villager trading system, whatchamacallits, is going to be a pretty cool system. So I have put myself in charge of working on the actual villager storage, and I've also decided to mark out as much as I can to help people. Eventually, I'm probably going to be building up the sorter as well. I'm not sure. And then maybe a couple of the other farms, but mainly I'm going to be doing the villager hall, which is going to be actually a designed in 114 but works in 112. And the reason for that is because we basically have or want to future-proof this as much as possible. That way, when push comes to shove, we can upgrade and not really have to worry about creating a new villager hall. And so if you're wondering what this villager hall is going to be, it is going to be so we sort through the villagers, we see one that we like, the beginning of, we're like, okay, we're going to use this guy. And so we send them off so we can later go through these villagers and unlock more of their traits to see if we want to keep them or not. And then later in the game, we can do the same thing with villagers, be like, this guy looks like he might have some good trades, send him off, and we can convert him in this area. Although this is player-based, so it might be difficult to do, but I think what would happen is, the gossip system works out pretty well, which is actually a really nice feature. So if a player does their own villager and moves it to the actual hall, the other villagers will notice. Anyways, we're not even in that version yet. We're in 112.2. Yeah. So there we go. So, yeah, that's why I have a Elytra. Anyways, let's turn this off and let's have a look at kind of what we are looking at here. So, in the grand scheme of things, a little bit small, but let's move over here. So, the first things first is we have an emerald trading station. So, these are going to be brought up. So, if you're wondering where that lines up down there, is with this white glass, where we can place blocks, not in this regular glass area. At least I hope so. And so you can bring this up, and we're just going to be following this kind of pattern here. This here is going to be the emerald trading with melons, pumpkins, and everything. And it's going to be emerald trading for other stuff. So, all that stuff. And then that is going to be a mass item storage. So, for instance, if we want to store all of our farmed items, so melons, pumpkins, all that stuff, we're going to try to store it in this one chunk with probably some really compact shulker fillers and everything. And so, yeah. And then these these orange chunks, sorry, 1, 2, 3. There's going to be a fourth one there. I decided not to mark that out, as I think people get the idea. But pumpkin, 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 and pumpkin farm, all those are going to be connected up to this storage system. So we can trade for emeralds there. And then if we go a bit over here, this is the let's see, southeastmost actual middle farming. So this is going to be wheat, carrots, potatoes, all that stuff, like the big giant farms, is going to be over here, over in this way. And I do need to light this up because, yeah, Endermen are spawning. It's really annoying. So, yeah, I'm just going to go through. It's really kind of scary doing this, but yeah. And so this is the bottommost chunk. There's kind of an S shape of chunks that this is going to be dedicated towards, but I didn't want to mark out all the chunks yet. I might if requested, but I think if people know which chunk this is, because it lines up pretty well with some other stuff, this chunk, since this chunk is marked out, it shouldn't be too difficult for people to figure out where stuff goes. But yeah, as you can see, southeast farm chunk. So yeah, it would extend in a different shape. And then over in this direction here is the northernmost section of the secondary villager. So this is going to house a bunch of other stuff here. So this here is going to be the actual breeder. And so if I need to go to my second screen really quick here. And so, yeah, this basically is the southmost, and this one right here is basically going to be the closest to that as it can be, as this is going to extend in that direction. And so this extends all the way over here, and then this chunk right here, which I'm going to mark out with green concrete here, this is going to be the villager sorter. Actually, I'm going to do this with also magenta because it is purple on the thing. And the reason we're doing those chunks is it's just easier to see. So this one here is going to be our sorter. So this is where we're going to like sort through all the villagers. So from the breeder, they're going to be piped over somehow into this chunk, and we're going to have a manual sorting system basically where we click yes or no and the first couple trades, and then they are going to go into what is going to be my project of this episode, and that is the villager trading hall. So this is where we're going to unlock more trades. We're going to kind of sort through them a bit more, thoroughly go through them, and see if we want to send them to a more appropriate section of the trading hall. So over there, if they're for emeralds, and possibly the this might be the more realistic trading hall. I'm not too sure yet, but let's fill this in here. And so this I'm going to once again mark. I'm just doing a few blocks in, as that's what they were doing with the other ones, and it was pretty self-explanatory. So yep, there we go. And this is going to be, anyway, I will see you in a time lapse. Alrighty guys, so yeah, here it is. This is the first slice, completely finished here. So yeah, I had to make a few changes. Number one was this and that were glass. I've changed it to a slab and a block. This can't be a block because it will QC power this piston, because there's redstone dust right above it. And yeah guys, so yeah, each one works, so we can do this. There you go. And yeah, everything is down there. And then if we do the same here, there we go. One thing I do have to change is this guy. So if we come around here, I have this big netherrack scaffolding here. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't, but I do. So we gotta do that and then that. And yeah, so building this in 112 versus 114 is quite difficult because observers power when you place them, which with a system like this becomes really difficult. Okay, and you may be wondering what's going on with the green. I just wanted to see what I'm going to do is alternate green and bricks. I think it'll look pretty cool looking. I might do something different, but the floor here, I just picked a nice light source and then lamps. I guess these don't have to be lamps, but I think they'll look fine. And so, and they're fairly cheap because we have a bunch of glowstone and redstone from the witch farms. So, yeah. Yeah, these both work. So, as you can see, everything does that. That's already there, but see, it does set the power stage to there, which will do that and all that stuff. And it will also allow us to get to power this right here. There's redstone dust there. So yeah, the system is working, and then we have some lamps just going around to keep the redstone lit up. And then yeah, the floor here is going to expand, so we're gonna have 1, 2. So basically every one of these we have a villager. So one side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is going to be able to house about 32 villagers at one time, which I think will be adequate for now, but we have 2 chunks to expand it, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, guys, so I think the rest of the time lapse you guys are going to enjoy of this thing just being zipped up here and zipped up here. Hopefully I get some help from some other members. Someone did come by a little bit, but I had to actually build a template first for people to copy off of. And I'm just going to make sure both of these are exactly correct. Yeah, like this one I'm seeing problems already, so what we need to do is come over here, and I believe yeah, up here, this is the important one. So this comes up 1, and then we need a slab. I've just been using oak slabs. I want to change these to a different slab. I don't really want to use oak, but there we go. And yeah, here's the material boxes people can just take from here. And yeah, guys, here we go. I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse. And oh yeah, here we go. And a time lapse later, guys, we have this awesome villager storage system here. And yeah, guys, this thing has taken me some time, I will say that, but everything is working. So we have this system here, and if we look this way, the button corresponds to this one. Boom, and there we go. And same with this guy, or this one over here. We can go ahead and reset. I believe it's this one here. Yep. Oh man, see, like everything is working, everything is great. Of course, we're gonna put a ceiling on this. I'm gonna put a purple ceiling, believe it or not. Yeah, and I'm gonna work on the design of this a lot more, guys, because the buttons here I'm probably gonna put on an actual block. But yeah, guys, this thing is looking awesome, especially with the green and I just think it looks so cool. It's like an engine, I guess. Um, and yeah, guys, this has been an awesome project. And yeah, guys, so of course we have this giant netherrack um, area here to take care of. Shouldn't be too difficult. We got to take down a beacon. But guys, yeah, this. Oh man, I'm so happy. So the next step in this area is going to be filling up these 3 chunks here, or this area in general, with a villager breeder, which is going to be an awesome one. We're going to go ahead and look on the CMP for that next episode, and we're going to go ahead and start building that up. But guys, this is unfortunately going to pretty much be the end of the episode. Unfortunately, this has taken me some time, so it is a very short episode. I do know that, and I apologize for that, but I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the next episode of ProtoTech. And yeah, guys, I will see you in the next episode of ProtoTech. Goodbye.